It may seem like your dog is merely experiencing separation anxiety. You might think they're being overly dramatic, needy, or stubborn. They might cry, claw at the door, tear up the couch, or even shut down completely when you walk out. Yet, the underlying truth is, they have something important to express. Something profound. Something you might have overlooked all this time. Because when your dog misbehaves after your departure, it's less about how long you're gone. Instead, it revolves around the uncertainty of your return. The unpredictability of your energy. The absence of emotional closure. Their behavior is a message, they just lack the words to convey it. Consider this, your departure is a significant event for your dog. When you leave, it signifies more than just your absence. It represents a disruption in their emotional safety. Dogs don't measure time in hours, they measure it in emotional stillness. When that bond is abruptly severed, their entire universe feels shaky. They're left wondering when, or if, you'll return. In that emptiness, their actions aren't mischief, but a reaction to mounting tension. Let me share a story. A client named Ray had a rescue dog, Milo. Sweet, loyal, and obedient. However, whenever Ray left, Milo became destructive. He ripped the blinds, scratched the floors, and barked endlessly. Ray resorted to training collars, treat puzzles, even leaving the TV on. Nothing seemed to work. The issue wasn't boredom, it was emotional abandonment. Milo lacked trust that Ray's goodbye was a promise of see you soon. For him, it felt like severing the connection, and that sparked panic, not in his body, but within his nervous system. Here's the unspoken emotional message: when you leave, I'm unsure of what to feel. That uncertainty breeds restlessness. That restlessness morphs into fixation. And that fixation results in destruction, pacing, or withdrawal. Not out of anger. Not due to lack of love. Rather, it's because the energy you leave behind feels unfinished. Dogs, especially sensitive and sharp-witted ones, sense your departure long before the door even closes. The moment you put on shoes, they grow tense. When you pick up your keys, they hover closely. Checking your phone? They stare intently. These aren't mere behaviors, they are early warnings. Signs that your dog is emotionally attuned to you, and is silently seeking reassurance of their safety in your absence. So, what's the way forward? It doesn't involve sneaking away or bribing them with toys. It hinges on emotional clarity, structure, predictability. A goodbye that feels solid, not hurried or filled with guilt. A routine communicates, you're okay. I'll return. You should leave with confidence, not remorse. That shift alone can reshape your dog's emotional state. Begin by practicing neutral exits. Avoid high-pitched farewells. Skip lengthy explanations. Keep your energy consistent. Teach them a place command, reward moments of calm, then leave. Make your departures mundane. Not frightening. Not abrupt. Over time, their nervous system learns to trust that leaving doesn't signify abandonment. Instead, it indicates a temporary pause. This builds resilience, not fear. When you come back, remain calm. Stay composed and predictable. If your entrance is chaotic, it sends the message that separation was threatening. It suggests things are only normal now because you've returned. Instead, show them that nothing became unsafe. That everything stayed stable, even in your absence. Here's the heart of the matter: your dog doesn't crave constant presence. They yearn for emotional security. They need reassurance that both your presence and absence are safe. That the structure remains intact when you step away. That your bond doesn't fade when the door closes. The behaviors, like destruction, barking, or howling, aren't the real problem. They are indicators of deeper emotional uncertainty. Once you address the core issue, the emotional clarity surrounding your departures, the symptoms will start to dissipate. Dogs misbehave after you leave not to spite you, but because they feel overwhelmed. In that overwhelm, they express themselves the only way they know how. Now that you understand how to listen, everything can shift. You can't guarantee your dog you'll always be around. However, you can assure them that when you do leave, they will be okay.